تفضل. Allah Azza wa Jal, He also said in Surah An-Nur, verse 22, وَلْيَعْفُوا وَلْيَصْفَحُوا أَلَا تُحِبُّونَ أَن يَغْفِرَ اللَّهُ لَكُمْ. Translation:
Let them pardon and forgive. Do you not love that Allah should forgive you?
This ayah was revealed for the reason of Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu and the likes. What happened is, in the story of the forged lie against Ayesha when she was accused of fornication, that she had done the fornication with Safwan al-Mu'attal radiallahu anhu, good companion. And the accusation came from Abdullah ibn Ubay ibn Salul, the head of hypocrisy, and his soldiers and the ones who are followers of him. And unfortunately, some of those who are good ones, they've fallen into the trap, and they had said some words regarding Aisha. So they've fallen into the accusation of Aisha fornication. Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu, he is the father of Aisha. And Aisha, she's the wife of the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And the Prophet of Allah, he had the revelation delayed onto him to say that whether Aisha is innocent or not. And it was a long session. It's not just 1 day or 2 days, it's 50 days, long days. And the Prophet of Allah did not have anything. And Aisha at the beginning, she didn't know what's happening. One of those who spoke ill against Aisha, somebody's called Mistah ibn Athatha. Mistah ibn Athatha, he is the maternal cousin of the Siddiq Abu Bakr. So he's related. His grandmother of Mistah is the auntie of Abu Bakr, Khalat Abi Bakr. So he was giving him because he was poor. This man, Mistah, was very poor. So he was giving him like a monthly expenses and nafaqah, sadaqah, charity. And during the time when Aisha was accused, and during the time when Mistah, he was also said some of those words against the daughter of Aisha, Abu Bakr did not stop spending upon Mistah, because maybe he was correct. Look at that. This is, I would call, the justice. This is called the ultimate justice. There's no favorism for my son or my daughter. My daughter is being accused of fornication. Prophet of Allah did not exonerate her yet. The revelation did not come to exonerate her yet. And the Prophet of Allah did not punish those who had said those words. He had warned Abdullah ibn Ubay ibn Salul, who said this. But Mistah, he's one of those who was caught into this fitna. Mistah was caught into this fitna to such an extent that his mother, she was supplicating against him. What happened is Aisha, she didn't know what is happening. Everything happened behind her back. Only she just noticed that the Prophet ﷺ's cuddling the moments were not there. He used to come and cuddle a lot, but now he just, how are you? And goes, how are you? She was not that suspicious until she went with Mistah, the mother of this Mistah, this person. And she went to go and relieve herself, because the women at that time, there was no toilets in the houses. They have to go from one night to a night, so they have to wait for the night. So if they've got stomach in the stomach, they have to wait until the following night, so nobody can see them. And they used to go to an area where there will be the woman who wants to relieve herself, and another one to be a guard in case somebody's going to come, to make sure that she's going to have privacy. So she went with Mistah. On the way back, Mistah, she tripped. First word she uttered, Ta'isa Mistah. I mean, this like a curse upon me. Ta'isa Mistah. Oh, to Mistah. She said to her, woe to you. How can you say something against somebody who participated in the Battle of Badr? And then that's about it. How can she's telling her, the mother of Mistah, defending the son of hers. She said, oh dear daughter, you don't know what's happening? She said, what is happening? And then she told her the story. She didn't know anything. That's when she went to the Prophet ﷺ and asked for herself to go. She didn't tell him that I knew about it. She just said she wanted to go to her house. She was ill, but she got now very ill. The house of her, father and mother. So she was with her father and mother. And then she asked to make sure, did you hear about this? My father, the cheer? She said to her, verily, and her mother said to her as well, well, the Prophet of Allah, and verily, there's a contest between the women and the wise, maybe, but at this moment. So that means you have heard it, and you believed it. You heard it so much, it sank into you. Abu Bakr, as I said, did not stop spending money on Mistah. I don't know who is on this face of this earth can do such a thing. No one. Okay? No one. Even if his daughter is to be bad, he will not even go ahead and spend money on that person who's calling his daughter bad. Even if she's really bad. So he didn't know. Prophet of Allah didn't say exonerate her. Well, maybe Mistah is correct. He kept spending money on him. Until Allah Azza wa Jal sent the verses that she is innocent. And that's the Prophet you gave glad tidings to her that she's innocent. He was so happy. The revelation came to him while he was with Ayesha there. She could say this, all the sweat and all of this. And after that, Abshiri Ayesha. So she said, I will not only praise Allah. Because no one of you had spoke good about me. I will only praise Allah. So Ayesha, she was so seeing herself insignificant to be, recited onto her verses, including herself. It's not mentioned her name, but it's talked about her story. Definitely with the consensus of all those scholars. Ayesha, which is meant, Qissatul Ifk, the story of the forged lie. So she thought, Jibreel alayhi salam will come and tell the Prophet of Allah that he is innocent. But not a Quran to be recited. Now Abu Bakr, after the exoneration, stopped spending money on Mistah. You are calling my daughter all this, and she is innocent. He stopped. So Allah sends a verse just for Abu Bakr. وَلَا يَأْتَلِ أُولُو الْفَضْلِ مِنْكُمْ. Now the ones who are good, they should not be stopped spending. وَلْيَعْفُوا وَلْيَصْفَحُوا. Let them pardon and let them. أَلَا تُحِبُّونَ أَن يَغْفِرَ اللَّهُ لَكُمْ. Don't you love for Allah to forgive for you? As soon as he read it, Abu Bakr, this is ayah for him. Straight away he said, by Allah, I love for Allah to forgive for me. Just like you're going to forgive people, then expect for the recompense. What is that? Somebody's going to forgive you. Here the Almighty will forgive you. So if you are good, Allah will be good to you. If you're no good, Allah will be as well likewise to you. So he said, yes, I would like my Lord to forgive for me. Then he went to Mistah and he gave him the same giving that he used to give, and he said, Wallahi la anza'uha minhu abada. I will not stop that nafaqah, the expenses onto him whatsoever. Khalas. If Allah told me this, I'm not going to stop giving him, which is the money that he is in need of because he's poor. And that's why the Siddiq, the truthful one, is really truthful one. It's called Siddiq. The best of creation after the prophets. Best of human being, with no doubt, after the prophets comes Abu Bakr radiallahu anhu. So this ayah, وَلْيَعْفُوا وَلْيَصْفَحُوا, it tells us that the person, he should be generous and should be tolerant, and even regard those people who had wronged him, those people who had harmed him. And as I said, if you have trained yourself to be good to those people who had harmed you from the believers, then Allah Azza wa Jalla will give you the recompense likewise. If you are harsh to the people, then you will have harshness towards you. If you are bad to the people, you'll have bad towards you.